Hello, my name is Chad Warren, and I am the VP of Marketing Orchestration and Analytics at MRM. MRM is one of the largest digital marketing agencies and consultancies in the world. We have about 4,000 employees and do work for some of the biggest brands, including Coca-Cola and Verizon and Cisco. I lead a team of professionals that deals with the activation and use of data for marketing purposes, whether that's personalizing a digital experience or using data to find insights about how to make marketing efforts better. Being that data is the underpinning of everything that happens in marketing nowadays, and it's all driven by digital, it is such an important part of that ecosystem. It complements all of the creative disciplines of marketing that are about telling a good story and having the right message, the things that we visibly see more, but it is incredibly important and part of that ecosystem. Some of the recommended education for a career in marketing analytics or in the sciences disciplines of marketing. The good news is it could be a lot of different things. There are people within my organization that have humanities degrees, I have an individual who has a law degree. Because of the open-ended nature of the problems that we are solving, we actually appreciate we appreciate the idea of people having intellectual range and working across a variety of different types of work, even perhaps outside of data science and analytics. However, anyone who comes into this field should probably have a strong grounding in the ability to kind of analyze or derive meaningful insights from data and have kind of an understanding of kind of how data ecosystems works. I would say at a minimum, that you should probably have some statistics, some applied statistics in your background and in your education, but that doesn't mean that you need to have a math degree or statistics degree. To be quite honest with you, I only took about one math class and one statistics class in college, and that was all that was needed to build enough of a foundation to be successful in this career. Some of the difficulties we run into is many organizations just don't understand. They have all of this data on their customers and they don't understand how to make use of it or how to make practical use. They don't understand what to look at and what's important. And so to a large degree, being successful in this discipline isn't just about understanding data and where it comes from and where to get it, but a lot of it can be about understanding what's important and what's not. What are the signals that determine whether or not our business is being successful? And then using that data to then tell us what should we go next and how do we improve what we're doing. Some of the highlights is what makes this such a fun and exciting discipline is because we're dealing with very informative and impactful data that tells us about how our business is doing. We have a direct ability to impact business results. One of the things I've loved throughout my career about working in this discipline is I know that the insights that I've derived and the data that I've used in my career can actually help a business change some aspects of what they're doing very, very specifically. And then I can see the direct impact and results of those things, whether that means retaining more customers or selling more product. So to think that you could go have a very specific impact and make a decision to say, hey, we should change this about our business. And then that changes and the business drives an incremental millions of dollars in sales or revenue. There are few roles within an organization that can have that kind of direct impact on what they do. And that makes me really passionate about that. And quite frankly, it's a very, very impactful role. You can see that tangible output. You know, an overview of my typical day I'd probably not be best to share because in a senior executive role, which is my function within the organization I oversee, and so it's a lot of my roles about leadership today. But for my team, their individual day has to do with looking at reports or dashboards and seeing how the performance of the business is doing. Usually it's having discussions internally with our different functions that are running the different parts of the marketing that we're doing, and meeting because we work for a consultancy or agency that is doing work in behalf of large brands and companies. It's meeting with them and talking about, well, what are you looking to do? What are you trying to accomplish? And then going back to the data and looking at that. And so we spend a lot of time looking at data and using data, but just as much of that time is working with people. So if you like people and you like the work of problem solving, then this is definitely a career for you. So that's just a little bit, very high level look at kind of what I do and what my teams do. This is a discipline and an area where there's so much need. And so there's so much career opportunity for those that are looking into it. And so what I'd encourage you to do is continue to explore this and reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you so much.